Moved to Vegas to drum for the Lion Dance. Left California to end a 20-year romance. But at the end of the Chinese New Year, they were done using me and said, move out of here. So I was stuck in Vegas without a job or a friend, homeless, living in the backyard of a Freemason. He put me to work laying concrete and cleaning. But at the end of the month, he said, it's time you were leaving. Use me for something you need.
All right. Richard Delkiner, Kung Fu Cowboy, my chemotherapy memoir. Anyway, today's Saturday, day off. But I gotta tell you, man, my butt's hurting. It's really hurting down there. It's trying to figure out ways to describe the pain, but basically somewhere between a cigarette burn and getting punched, but not the same kind of pain as a bone pain. It's not, a little different. It's more the skin level, really intense pain. But anyway, got some pain, major discomfort. We'll leave it at that. Sometimes worse than others. But anyway, not that big a deal. I can tolerate it. I can deal with it. So far acceptable as far as I'm concerned. All right, so that's for the radiation. As far as the chemo, I'm off for that as a weekend. They somehow figure it's not even worth taking without the radiation. The radiation is really the big first one. It's a 1-2 punch. But anyway, so I don't have any chemo. Something I forgot to tell you though. I think one of my little secrets I'm kind of sharing in case any of these are good for other people who may have to go through chemotherapy, and that's that sometimes at night I would take 1 or 2 of the antacid tablets. I always taste so good. I love chewing those things. They have like a sarsaparilla taste to them too, which I really like. A cowboy. But sarsaparilla may be slightly toxic or hallucinogenic, actually, it turns out. But anyway, eat 1 or 2 of those at night, and that way it, because of the trauma to my stomach, and then it just being empty even, and it could just have a little puddle of acid sitting there. So anyway, I just figured that I wanted my stomach to have some time of respite. And so at the evenings, I've been trying, almost every night, I've been taking like 1 or 2 of the antacids. Hopefully that's a good idea. So chemo I'm managing, and overall, I'm still only eating half a meal, which is great. Like I said, I'm actually 10 pounds overweight, but I'll take my shirt off when I'm done. I'll probably look better at the end of my chemotherapy than I do now. If I start getting past the point of looking good, maybe I'll do anyway. But we'll see what I look. I'll do a shirt off video. Hey, but how's that for a cliffhanger? Not many people looking forward to that. But anyway, I'll do a shirt off video. I'll show my shirt at the end of this on my album release. I'll do for my album release. I'll take my shirt off, flex a muscle or something. Okay, so let's see. Because remember, my album release is the same time as my end of my chemotherapy, which kind of brings me to this. I'm writing all this stuff. I've been going through promos, and I'm learning Adobe Premiere videos today. Because I just realized I'm just having too much trouble uploading my videos. And I realized, well, I wouldn't have so much trouble uploading them if I actually edited them first and I could downsize them. That would shorten things. And the fact that they're in the wrong format, so maybe that would also quicken things if I didn't send them, if I did try to upload them as MOVs, movies, directly from my phone, and instead use Adobe Premiere to transfer them into MP4s, which makes them a little smaller and maybe easier to read and transfer. I don't know. So anyway, that's what I decided I got to change my ways or improve. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to have Adobe Premiere, and the next week I'll get that down. So anyway, and get some videos, looking a lot more professional. Yeah, in terms of the Shaolin Kung Fu and stuff, I was supposed to have a class last day, but my student canceled, so I didn't do it. So I've done a little bit of workout today, not much. But I'm hoping to do more. I was actually planning on doing a class. Got all set up, got the lights turned on, and then I got distracted. Well, I decided I knew I was distracting myself. I said, God, I'm all ready. I even filled out the clapper. I got it all ready to go, dated and everything. It was all ready to go. And then I came back out and turned all the lights off after I started doing the Adobe. I thought, well, yes, I'm supposed to be doing my Shaolin Chimanis class, but I got to do this Adobe. I've got, especially if I'm doing this record release thing. It's not like I'm going to stop doing Kung Fu, but I just realized that by sacrificing this Kung Fu class that I was going to be doing right now or ending right now, then I was, in a way, putting more pressure on me to get my value out of this Adobe. In other words, if I'm going to lose this Kung Fu class, I got to gain something. So I'm totally really just investing in this Adobe Premiere thing. But one of the things that one of the guys was, and then I went to this one video because I'm talking about how to get YouTube views too, of course. And I've watched a dozen or so videos on the topic, of course. But I was watching this one girl talking about it, and she was talking about how it's all basically the target system, which is, you got that perfect niche of people who are waiting for you, and then you got the ideal person that, you kind of really think is, really going to like this, and then you got the whole genre of people who will take it because they like somebody similar. So you're kind of widening out your appeal. There's your market, it's your demographic. Anyway, so I was kind of trying to think of my demographic, and I wrote a whole bunch of sheets. So real quick, I'll read this one to you. This one's maybe closest to being ready to go. Here we go. Kung Fu Cowboy is a Haight-Ashbury hippie of 1966 who has hitchhiked across Canada and the United States in the early 1970s wearing a cowboy hat and a Bowie knife. Starting as a blues guitarist to rock guitarist to acoustic guitar flutist, Kung Fu Cowboy has only performed his own original songs and poetry since 1978 when he moved to Los Angeles from San Diego. The debut album, Scorpion Resurrection by Kung Fu Cowboy, will be released on the same day his chemotherapy and cancer radiation treatment complete their 7-week course. Whether Kung Fu Cowboy lives or dies, he is working hard to complete this album so that this Scorpion Resurrection album will outlive him. So either way, there we go. So yeah, hey. Hey, whether I live or die doesn't mean I should just not really want to change the way I enjoy this moment right now. I'll enjoy it as much as I can. Actually, I'm going to work as hard as I can. I'm enjoying it more by feeling I'm getting something accomplished. That's giving me the most satisfaction. All right, let me get out of it. Anyway, it's Saturday, day 6 or something? Yeah, day 6. So an easy day and nothing really to report except for the fact that, of course, I do have those discomforts. I'm not taking any anti-nausea pills today or anything, but I'm still eating I'm not finishing a whole one of those meals. And they used to be able to eat those and then eat a muffin or a fruit and something else too. But now it's hard for me to just finish one of those pre-packed meals. So it's definitely affected my appetite somehow. But that's okay. Like I said, I think I'm actually about 10 pounds overweight. Actually, if I was to lose 15 pounds, you could shoot me on camera in a movie because, you always look about 10 pounds heavier. So I'd have to be a 185 to be on camera with my shirt off. At 180, I think I look like skin and bones, but then again, I might look better on camera. But 185, I would say, is my optimum. I'm 215 pounds heavier than that. So that's why if I lose some weight, I actually, like I said, just I don't feel bad about it right now. All right, see you later.
Moved to Vegas to drum for the lion dance. Left California to end a 20-year romance. But at the end of the Chinese New Year, they were done using me and said, move out of here. So I was stuck in Vegas without a job or a friend, homeless, living in the backyard of a Freemason. He put me to work laying concrete and cleaning. But at the end of the month, he said, it's time you were leaving. Use me for something you need. Use me for a place I can sleep. Use me, I need something to eat. Now work for real cheap. So as I write this song, I've got no place to go. I'm looking for a job, I'm looking for a home. This is the scariest year that I've ever known. Waiting for a paycheck to see where I'm going.